All right, here we go. All right, I believe I'm live. Yes, I am live. Yes. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope you all had a good time with the Big Bad Game-a-thon so far. There's been a lot of games already and still so much more to come. And yeah, this is my first game, just showing off some unlicensed Genesis goodness, which apparently is a subspecialty of mine nowadays. But this is a Bugs Live, so yeah, it's gonna be some of that. So this is based on the Game Boy Color version, actually. Might not be directly noticeable, but in terms of the levels and such, it's pretty much based on that. And as you would expect from a bootleg, there's a couple of assets that are not directly from this game. I'll go to some of that later on, but yeah, also, yeah, it's just fun to kind of point out what's there, really. So for instance, this right here, this wallpaper, this is from Windows 95, this wallpaper. I'm not even kidding, that's actually what it is. So yeah, yeah, and also, oh yeah, there's gonna be some good sound bites as well. That's actually from the PS1 version, I think. But yeah, let's just go into the game, because there's a lot more to show off, and we're gonna take the longer route here, so especially for all of y'all, it's gonna be fun. So, first of all, let's start the game. 3, 2, 1, go. First thing you'll notice, this running speed. Flake runs really fast in this game. Like, you hold down the run button and Flick just instantly starts accelerating, really. It's pretty funny. I don't know why, but it does occasionally make for a pretty good speed threat, and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, there's still some risk involved, seeing that, you know, sometimes you try to damage boost through enemies, and there's so many enemies here. Like, I'm trying to stay alive, but yeah, so sometimes your running speed is just too much, really. So this is where I try to keep it safe. These berries. So I pick up these berries because they refill my health, and I definitely need them, because otherwise I would be dead in like 3 hits. So yeah, there we go. Nice thing about this is you can make these leaps as well. So sometimes I use that for actual speed tag, like this. But I really have to make sure that as soon as I approach water, that I actually slow it down, because it's very easy to lose inputs and such as well. So you can easily drop into water too, and I try not to do that. Oh. So actually, the funny thing is the level design is really similar to the Game Boy Color games, actually, from what I've understood. Because disclaimer, I've never actually played the Game Boy Color game, nor have I watched the movie recently. Like, it's been years ago, but I haven't watched it in the past couple of years, so my memory is somewhat hazy on that. But anyway, this is my main reference here. Okay, that was the first level. Enjoy this good face. And now we go into the next level. So we ride the speedle, we break through a couple of walls. And this is where I'm gonna take a somewhat longer route than what is currently done in the speedrun. More about that later, but yeah, first of all, we have this cannon we have to fire off. But this is a very fun part, because you literally have no idea how long this will take. You really have to guess and see if you can hit any of those hoppers. So yeah, just trying to more or less fire and see if it hits somehow. They do whatever they want. They just move around, really. Oh yeah! Yeah, it's still pretty early. Actually, it's past 1 for me, so it's not too bad on my end. But yeah. Especially the second one is really tough to hit. Like, it does take me a few tries sometimes to get it right. I had a previous PB where I actually was able to get basically perfect RNG, and what it did was basically this, just sort of jumping next to the cannon, where it almost seems like I'm actually hitting the cannon's hitbox and firing it off, but really I'm just kind of jumping sideways like this. So this... yeah, still this sometimes takes a while for it to actually work, so they're pretty mean today. Almost. Bootleg Jank is... I know, right? It is the best. It is the best. It's been fun kind of seeking out various Genesis games like that. There's quite a few of them that are legit good and interesting. It is pretty... From what I've seen, it's actually pretty similar, yeah. So basically, this is half of the Game Boy Color game. Like, I believe the Game Boy Color has like 8 levels, and this is 4. So it's sort of greatest hits, if you like. Okay, so we made it past the cannon section. Now we're gonna feed Heimlich some berries. Make him move a little bit so we can jump on a higher platform. Yeah, the music. So this is one of the main pieces of music that is actually not from this game, because this is a Scott Joplin composition. There's going to be another track later that's also not from this game. But yeah. First off, we have these spiderwebs spun by Rosie. They actually break really quickly, so I have to make sure that I don't stay on them for too long. I definitely did that in the beginning when I was first playing this, and let me tell you, it can be a thing. So as soon as you die here, there's no checkpoint, so you have to redo the entire stage. There's only 4 of them, but still. Okay, there we go. So now we're in the dark hole. We get to highlight some more of the running here, because there's quite a few stretches where you can just do that, really. I always watch out for the worms. I don't know, sometimes I get there and it seems like they're hiding, and then the moment I actually run over them, they suddenly appear just like that, so you never know. Oh, that was a bit too far. It's pretty easy to overshoot in that sense. Oh, no, not like this. Okay. More massive leaps here. Okay, I guess I'll have to play this part a little bit safer. I'm mostly cautious in regards to these hoppers suddenly jumping in view, because they can be pretty annoying, but otherwise it's fine. Oh. Oh, yeah! Oh, I did. But why was I hitting the worm? I don't know. It's fine. So yeah, just go down here, another hopper. Let's see. This is the part where I played a little bit slower because, yeah, also because of that hopper just jumping into view like that. And I'm trying to... That was a sneaky worm, okay. Oh, yeah! So the sound effects, as far as I know, the sound effects are actually from the PS1 version, if I'm not mistaken. So whatever you're hearing is basically that. So it's almost like a sort of upgraded version of the Game Boy Color game, in a sense. Oh, yeah! Okay, that was this level. So here's a little bit of text that I'm going to show you before we start this level. When Hopper discovers that the bird is fake, he is furious. Flick's only hope is to lead Hopper to the real bird's nest. And so starts this level, and this is the last level. And fittingly, it's an auto-scroller, so if I don't die here, it will basically last the same amount of time every single time, so I just have to avoid things here. Oh yeah, also the music is from Sailor Moon, so just in case you're wondering. I think it's very fitting. The singular jazz end, I like that, yeah. Like I said, it's a good phase. It's very good. So, time for some gems. Oh, this is okay. This is getting a little bit scary because you can still die here. That's my main concern, really, is that happens. And there's these hoppers that I have to avoid as well. Let's see. It's gonna be. At least I've made my estimate somewhat generous. So if something happens, then I'll still make it on the estimate. So. No worries there. And especially, I've been working on this run recently, and I was able to bring the time down even more. Well, too bad. I was actually going to show off a thing that was found recently in level 2, where you can basically skip the entire level by just clipping into the side of the wall. Riding the beetle in the beginning, and you can basically just clip through the entire level. You can skip the cannons, you can skip the Heimlich stuff, the spiders, you can skip everything. Basically shaved off a minute in itself, really, so that was a pretty big find. And it was actually found by Calimag, so shout out to Calimag for finding that. It was a very interesting discovery and very unexpected, but yeah. yeah, I mean, the music is pretty much a banger, so we're having a good time here. I wish I could say that this has never happened before, but it has happened before, so I've been there. It's just like with every level, and especially this being an auto-scroller, if you die, you have to redo the entire thing. And how long does this level take? Like 2 minutes or something? Like, it's just a matter of avoiding a lot of things. There we go. I was actually hoping to grab the berry so I could refill my life, because there's usually a good chance that I might get hit by something along the way, but yeah. Oh yeah, also apparently some of the enemy sprites are taken from the game Mr. Nuts, and they appear here in a slightly tweaked form. I've never actually played the game, but I guess those who have played the game might recognize them somewhere. So it's another one of those things. It's always the fun part about bootlegs like this. You find various assets and such. Oh, that was time, by the way. Hopper is eaten by the bird. And so peace descends on the colony. The ants are now free from Hopper's tyranny forever. So yeah, that was basically the game. So it's still sub 10. Despite the one death, otherwise it would have taken a little bit longer. But I guess there was still a death in the auto-scroller, so... It was pretty sudden, yeah. I mean, that's this game for you. If only they reused the buses from Mr. Nut. No, the fun is pretty nice, yeah. Okay. So I was actually mentioning this glitch. I'm gonna see if I can try it once, because it doesn't take very long to set up, but I have a save state for this, so I can basically get there very quickly. So that basically starts as soon as I start this right here. I'm just gonna try it once. If I don't get it, then so be it. But so we're gonna go through these 4 walls first, and then oh yeah, I'm gonna scroll like this and do this a couple of times, and then at some point you'll see something happen in the game's behavior, like this. And now I can just do this and jump, and I could just keep running. And that screams better than some official games from back in the day. So now I just keep running. At some point you see me change height and such, so that means that I'm actually going somewhere. And now I slow down and... Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh yeah! There we go. That's level 2 if you glitch it. So this is currently in the world record. It saved me like over a minute, I think, over my previous PB. So that's what you can do. It's pretty fun. Anyway, yeah, I guess still a little bit of time to show that off. It was still sub 10, so I was like, I felt like I really wanted to show that anyway. It's a fairly recent discovery. Like I said, CaliMag actually found that. They actually DM'd me a couple of days ago saying, hey, I found this thing, and I was like, holy crap. So that same day I worked into trying to get it into a new PB, and that is the current world record. So yeah, that's this game. It's a Bugs Life. This is my main reference window when it comes to a Bugs Life, basically, because I haven't played the Game Boy Color game. I've never... Well, I have seen a movie, but very long time ago, so yeah. There's also an SNES version of this, by the way. It's a little bit different in terms of mechanics, but it's basically the same bootleg, so yeah. Either check that out or this game, if you like Genesis bootlegs, or if you want to check them out. Yeah, sure is, absolutely. But yeah, go check this game out. It's fun. Genesis bootlegs are certainly a thing. Yeah, thanks to Big Game-a-thon for having this. And I'll be back later today with another game which is actually licensed, and it's also very heavy with the gems and all that. It's gonna be good, absolute classic. It's The Last Ninja for the NES. So hopefully I'll see you then. In the meantime, enjoy the upcoming BBG games. There's some really good stuff there. So yeah, I'll see you very soon, and enjoy. I'm gonna throw it over to the host.